major at Furman University. Life has really flown by for the time I've been at college, but one thing I remember quite vividly from 4 years ago as a high school senior was preparing a resume. It was a daunting challenge at first, but it inspired this poem reflecting on the value of things left out on a resume. Disclaimer before I read this poem, some of my poetry is purely fictitious, so some things have never actually happened to me. Many things within this poem are fictitious, so play along with me. What didn't make the resume? First place in the Christmas tree coloring contest in kindergarten. Winner of the pie eating contest at the Strawberry Festival. Best corny jokester in my chemistry class, and most likely to trip at graduation as voted on by my peers. All great accomplishments, but not much of anything I could put on my resume. Somehow I graduated with a 2.964 GPA and still managed to get into a college with a minimum requirement for a 3.0 for acceptance. I'm probably the least qualified person to be a CEO of any major company or business, but I assure you I am overqualified at being a good friend. In my life, I've had beautiful moments of pure truth. At night, my friends and I would huddle around the dusty old kitchen tables like flies congregating around tossed out fruit in a dumpster. Like in solitude, away from the rest of the world, we'd bare our wild minds, our broken bodies, and genuine spirits. There we'd open up the floodgates of pain and embark on the healing process together. Out of vulnerability, desperation, or cry for help, we became true friends. I've achieved the title of best friends to a handful of people, but I can't put that on my resume. I never joined the math team or tried out for cross country, but I did spend my afternoons at my friend's house, volunteering my time to help her with her chores. Her list of chores whose length would put a shopaholic's wish list to shame. Feed the horses, hand wash the stack of dishes in the sink, mow the lawn, make dinner, watch your siblings until I come home, prime and paint the guest room. I donated my time and services to someone who needed it, someone who is more responsible for being a parent in her own home than her own mother. My time with my friend was well spent. And here I am, unable to write down any extracurricular activities on my resume. I failed my AP US History exam. I should have been studying a few hours the night before, piecing together a web of facts in order to understand the full timeline of American history. Instead, I spent the evening piecing together my friend's spirit after she was bullied at school for coming from a dysfunctional family. So what if she wrote poetry wishing for a normal life? Those boys who teased her didn't know the girl behind the rhyme. Together, my friend and I wept and cursed the bullies of the world and found beauty in our souls rather than the nicknames stamped upon us like rejected packages. I didn't fail at finding success. I simply found a different form of success somewhere else in my heart.